Hello. It's the grand reveal. Well, they're teenage girls, put it that way. No, not that pen. It's gone. I thought he was kidding. He was not kidding. We'll deal with that later. We have sheep work to do first. Hello, my boy. Hello, my Billy. Hello. You with all the big boys? No one's fighting? Say hello to the people. Hello. Hello. I will have to watch those 3 little ones just to make sure they don't get bullied. But for the most part, when my rams aren't really in heat or smelling a heat, they're pretty chill. Kind of lazy, actually. All right, I'm gonna feed my little quartet. Choir. So a little life cycle update on these ewes. I pulled out the rams yesterday, so they're still on a flush ration. I think I talked about this yesterday. So this whole side, pretty much, except for the back pen there that are pregnant, right there, they're all still on their higher energy flush ration. All this side is now on like a maintenance ration because I decided this morning I'm going to wean both groups next week. The one group will be more like 9 weeks and the other one about 7 weeks. So I'm just kind of splitting the difference. I aim for 8 weeks to wean. I just get nervous. I like to leave myself a couple, 2 to 3 weeks before my next lambing group to clean out, get my life organized, and we actually might take a couple days off next week with Mark's brother, but we're trying to figure out if we can make that work. So I'd like to kind of get that off the books. So I'm hoping next Monday or Tuesday I will wean both those groups. It's time. They're on feed hardcore. I'm feeding so much feed every day. I'm feeding twice a day, that pen. And they're on the water, and so they do give you little signals when they're ready to be weaned, which is really nice. So yeah, I started their dry ration yesterday and today. Yeah, so that's kind of the update on where we are for this barn. So I'm gonna run across the road and maybe hook up my trailer and bring over my new little graduates. What? Okay. I thought I would take a second and check my beans, but my garden is gone. It's gone. I thought he was kidding. He was not kidding. Mark mowed down my garden. Oh my goodness. He has so much. Oh my, it was really bad. Oh. Okay, I guess when you water your garden, more than just your plants grow, all your weeds grow. He did save my pumpkins and my squash though, so that's good because they were my favorites. But it looks like our beans are now mowed. Easier to pick, look. Hi. What the heck? Mark? He has no faith in me. Whoa. That's a big pumpkin. Oh, wow. Welcome to the family. Okay, Jess and I just set up. Say hi, Jess. Hi. And guess who's in this pen? Little Miss Ruby Sue. Running away. She's not near as friendly as Rusty. Come here. Come say hi. Oh, there she is. Hi, baby. Are you going to the big barn? We'll go see Mom? Are ya? Alright, we'll see if this...
You look from science.
Oh, ewe lambs tend to be a little more ornery. The ram lambs are easier to move. Ewe lambs? Well, they're teenage girls, put it that way. We got them on, no problem. I just have to figure out where I want to put them. I think, Jess, I might put them in that second pen past the rams. And then put some of those ewes over with the, this pen I can fit like another 20. And then I can put my ewe lambs in there. Do you care? Really tall. All right, I can do this if you want to go help Dad.
No, I'll help you.
Okay.
Kenzie, out.
Come on, guys. Kenzie, back. Back to him. We'll just wait. There we go. This takes one. Here we go. Hey, hey. Here we go. That's it. Well, it's official, I ate too much lunch, so bending over and doing this job this afternoon is gonna hurt. But this is the other side of the shed, garage. We have a whole bunch of scrap metal that I'm gonna kind of leave up to Mark to figure that stuff out, because I don't know which stuff's ours, which stuff was in the shed. I have no idea. But I am going to attempt to clean up the upstairs while it's not 150 degrees out today. It's actually quite cool. It feels like a nice fall day, which I don't want to say that F word, but it is looming. So let's go try to knock that out this afternoon, or at least find the floor. I'll feel the greatest when this is somewhat organized. I should actually give you guys kind of a lowdown on what this garage was supposed to be for. Mark's dad was a Pioneer dealer for quite a few years. I can't remember how many years. Was it 20? I'll have to ask Mark. This was all insulated and made into an office. He was going to use this for an office. I don't know whether he ever did or they renovated the... Underneath us is where our office is right now, so I'm not sure if whether they renovated that after this. I'm not really sure. So we still have some old like Pioneer jackets and hats and stuff. Oh, and Mark took over his dad's Pioneer operation in 1997 because his dad bought a big chicken broiler breeder operation. So Mark came home from school and took over the Pioneer dealership for another 10 years. So we have a lot of old Pioneer stuff. I'm hoping we have some paring knives because that is my favorite thing of Pioneer stuff, vintage Pioneer stuff. But yeah, that's what this kind of was for. And then over the years, it just got used for storage. We just, I guess, don't get rid of anything. I get rid of stuff. I'm Mark's opposite. Mark doesn't get rid of anything and I get rid of everything. And then a week later, he asked me where that specific thing that he hasn't looked for in 25 years. He asked for that exact thing. It's just the way we work. But you know what? He mowed down my garden, so payback's a bugger, Mark. Okay, are you guys ready for this? It's the grand reveal of the first room. And then I'll show you where I put all the stuff. Oh, it's so dusty, I just swept. But here it is. Clean. I did restack. I now know why all the hours in my dad's haymow in the middle of the dead of summer, I do know now what I needed that skill for, and it was to mow my deformed banker boxes. So that I literally mowed them so they wouldn't fall over again. They're probably gonna have to get all gone through because we've got some of Mark's mom and dad's books. Going back, I think in Canada we have to keep them 7 years, so I know we have way more than 7 years here. So I just restack them all because I don't want to be the one that gets in trouble for throwing everything out. So that's gonna stay there. I found a couple old desks. This one was pretty cool here. I don't know, it was an old like vanity or old, I don't know what it was. Anyway, it was pretty cool. So the others are just gonna stay here for a bit. And then this old girl, I love this one. I'm sure it's just a makeshift table, but I think it's pretty cool. Lots of treasures in this little room. And I guess someone was hanging their laundry. I don't know. So random. And I think Mark had this in his dorm room. So now Jess wants it for her dorm room. Like, why? Anyways, this room is done. So I actually accomplished something now. Let me show you where I put everything. This is so typical Sandy. I just clean one room and move all the junk and pile it in another room. But we have the dumpster coming Friday, so I just wanted it close to the door. This room gets really, really, really hot up here, so I just wanted it out of that sauna and into this room, and I'm a little closer to the stairs. The purging has begun, and I'm already tired.
Oh, my earballs.
Helping your daddy.
Trying to.
Oof. I needed some fresh air, and I needed to get out of that place. So I wanted to check on Ruby Sue and the gang and see how they're settling in. I can hear them. Oh, they're out in the feed bunk. No, not that pen. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther. And that is why I check on you lambs after I move them in. Okay, so the problem is these lambs are a lot smaller than my ewes. So I'm gonna have to adjust my head rails. So I'm gonna grab the drill right now. All I'm gonna do is lower those probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches maybe. You lambs, you get into so much trouble. Okay, I ran into a little bit of a snag. So this guy, this 2x6, I think it's a 2x6. It has the actual door hinge screwed into it, so I couldn't get this out of here. So this is gonna stay a little bit higher. I'm hoping if they get out here, the worst that's gonna happen is they're gonna go into another ewe pen, which is fine. If they get out going that way, there is a chance it could have gone into the ram pen, and I don't want that. So this is the lesser of two evils until I figure out a permanent location for these guys. But they look like they're settling in okay. Baby Sue, hi. Hi, baby. You see your mom? There's Ruby. So Ruby Sue's in this pen, and Ruby is just on the other side of the gate over there, looking right there. I often get asked, you know, do you think the mums remember their babies? I don't think so, actually, but I have no idea. I like to think they do, but if they do, they don't seem too interested in them, I guess. So I guess that's why I like to think that they forget, because that just means they don't really love them anymore, and that really, I don't like that either. It is 4 o'clock. I think I might finish the day off just cutting some grass. As you can see, I never really know what my day is going to look like. I quite literally woke up at 3:30 on Monday morning thinking about that garage. I have no idea why. Mark and I have been talking about cleaning it out for ever. It's just a job that's so overwhelming in my brain and his brain, and it's just had stuff dumped in it and dumped in it and dumped in it. So I'm feeling like I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel is still very, very long. So we'll get that dumpster here Friday, and I'll just work away at just doing little bits here and there for the rest of the week and getting that kind of tidied up and figuring out maybe we're gonna have to take a few loads to the dump yet. I'm not really sure. So yeah, my lambs graduated today, my ewe lambs. I'm so happy with them. They look really good. I guess I didn't show you guys their stats from the other day, but a real tight uniform group. That gave them their second vaccination of Glanvac, and then I just brought them in the big barn today so they could get transferred back over to a TMR ration. So that will slow down their growth a little bit so they won't put on so much fat. And hopefully they're on their journey into becoming a woman, and in for their first breeding session. I will probably breed these guys in January. So they're kind of just beginning their journey, which is really exciting. There's still another 20 something in the barn that will get vaccinated in less than 2 weeks now. I'll have to vaccinate them, and then they're gonna come over and join these guys. And I'm actually going to have to take some of these June lambs as well. I don't have enough replacements, I don't think, this year, and I'm for the first time in a couple of years, I'm under 400 ewes. So now this just brought me up again, so we're in good shape. But it just goes to show you that you just always have to keep back some good ones for replacement for your flock. So happy that I have these guys. I'm happy they've grown. They've grown really well since the day I evaluated them. I wasn't really overly happy with them, and just taking them out and putting them in, having more square footage, they've come so far. So very, very happy with that. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I know I'm not doing a lot of sheep stuff right now. We have so much to kind of knock off the list before harvest starts in a couple weeks here with our edible beans and lambing again mid-September. So you will once again be inundated with a lot of sheep stuff. I'm working on some video ideas and topics. I threw it out on my community the other day about, what sort of things do you want to see in regards to content before we get lambing again, because then it'll just be lambing. So let me know, you guys, if you guys want to let me know, just drop it in the comments below as to, what you kind of are interested in watching. Some people like tutorials, and other people just like day in the life kind of deal. And day in the lives are a lot easier to do because I don't have to listen to myself talk the whole time, which is painful as an editor. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you like this stuff, and just let's keep the channel going. It gives me oxygen to know that you guys are happy with what I produce here on the channel. So just thank you. Take care, guys.